What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JB Sports back again with another one. Got breaking news. All-star point guard Steph Curry has a broken hand. Got injured tonight against the Phoenix Suns in a game that they were getting routed 83-54 early in the third quarter. Steph Curry was driving to the basket, and he got caught up in between two defenders from the Phoenix Suns, Kelly Oubre Jr. and Aaron Baines. He fell and tried to brace himself with his hands, and he injured his hand, and it turns out to be a broken hand. As he fell in between those two defenders, and Aaron Baines kind of rolled over him, and that contributed to the injury, man. Just a sad, sad situation for the Golden State Warriors, man, as they went into the season losing All-Star Hall of Fame player and Kevin Durant, 2 times Finals MVP and Kevin Durant. They lost him as he left and went to the Brooklyn Nets. As you know, Klay Thompson got hurt in the finals of Game 7 against the Toronto Raptors with a torn ACL, and he was expected to be back sometime in March or April. But earlier, before the season started, head coach Steve Kerr kind of put a kibosh on that and said, don't look to see him play this season. I think he was just trying to quiet all the questions that he was going to be asking, the daily question that he was going to be asked about when Klay Thompson was going to come back. So he tried to get out in front of that and just say, hey, he's not going to, don't look for him to play this year. So he wouldn't be daily have to answer that question. But now that Steph Curry is going to be out for an extended amount of time with a broken hand, it's going to be it's going to be interesting to see if the Golden State Warriors decide to bring back Klay Thompson this year. As to me, I thought they had a chance to be a playoff team, 6, 7, 8 seed type of team. And when they get Klay Thompson back, they would be a team that could pull an upset in the first round. But now that Steph Curry looks like he's going to be out for a while, I don't see them being a playoff team. So it begs to the question begs to be asked. The question begs to be asked: should they bring back Klay Thompson this year? This is going to be a lost season. You still have Draymond Green, but he's more of a lunch pail type of guy. Does the dirty work. He's not going to be able to average 20 points a game or nothing like that. He's a guy that's going to average, I think his career high is like 14 points. He's a guy that's going to get you 14 points, 7, 8 assists, 6, 7 rebounds. He's that type of guy. Now you have the guard from Brooklyn Nets. You have him there. They brought him in, and he's a guy that you can run a lot of pick and roll. He can score. He made the All-Star team from the Brooklyn Nets, the guard out of Ohio State. You can run the offense more toward him, but he's not a guy that can carry you as a number 1 option to anywhere. He took the Brooklyn Nets team to I think they were the 6th seed in the West. Let me think. Yeah, I think he carried them to a 6th seed in the West. In the East, my bad. In the East. He was able to carry them to a 6th seed in the East. But they had a very good team around him, a good role players around him. They knew their roles. They had Jim Wendell coming off the bench scoring, had LeVert being that number 2 option. So they had a lot of guys that was out to prove that they were, good players and in the NBA, and they had a chip on their shoulder. They were able to ride that wave all the way to the 6th seed in the East. But this team here, man, with no bench, you don't even have a good the role players that you had with the Brooklyn Nets. So he's gonna have a hard time putting up those same numbers and delivering the Golden State Warriors in a tougher conference, the West compared to the East, to a playoff spot. So it's looking real bad for the Golden State Warriors, man. I hate to see Steph Curry get hurt like that. I kind of wanted to see him in this role because, the last 3 or 4 years, he's had a lot of help. He had Klay Thompson, he's had Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, Andre Iguodala. So he could afford to have off nights, and his team could still win games and actually win championships. But this time, this year, he was more going to be in the role of a James Harden, a guy, or LeBron James, the last year in Cleveland, a guy that was going to have to put up monster numbers and carry his team to victories. Now, I wanted to see how he would perform in that situation, but we're not going to be able to see that. He's hurt, broken hands, going to miss a lot of time. He's going to be out at least past the All-Star break. And we'll see. He's going to have to rehab when he does able to come back. He's got to rehab and get his conditioning back. So he's going to be out for an extended period of time, man. But that's the breaking news of the NBA tonight, man. Steph Curry, guard Steph Curry, is out with a broken hand, suffered tonight against the Phoenix Suns in a game they were losing 83-54 in the third quarter. A tough setback for the Golden State Warriors and their organization as they debuting in a brand new stadium. They wanted to sign Kevin Durant before the season because they wanted him to be one of the faces of the franchise going into that new stadium, but that didn't transpire. And now their golden boy, Steph Curry, a guy that was born and raised in the Golden State Warriors organization, a guy that was drafted by the Golden State Warriors, a guy that's beloved in the city of Oakland and the city of San Francisco, is out with a broken hand, man. And the Golden State Warriors' disastrous season is looking like it's on the horizon as they're going to be a team that's going to be in the lottery next year and looking to bring in a player to maybe make a run next year as they bring back Klay Thompson and hopefully have a healthy Steph Curry, and then have Draymond Green locked in for many years to come. So we'll see what happens, man. But again, Steph Curry out for the Golden State Warriors with a broken hand. This is JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. Holla.